Peace, peace. The touch in this one. Sorry I haven't been able to make no videos lately. Well, then again, I made a couple videos, I believe Saturday or whatever. But yeah, I've been kind of busy, man. I've been starting a couple new business ventures. But I damn sure ain't forget about the Thompson's people. Alright, so what I'm gonna be here doing here, I got other videos dealing with immigration. I'm not pro immigration. So I'm gonna go on this darker thing because I hear a lot of people talking about it. I hear a lot of blacks always trying to include these immigrants into our struggle. Now let me start this off before I even go into it. All right, I got plenty of Latino and Hispanic friends. You understand? I have plenty of them. Okay, but let's keep it 100. I know how far to play them. I have met Latinos and Hispanics who are fucking racist, and they will carry out the same plots as white supremacy. So it's really no different from them and anybody else. Now my thing is this, right? I don't care whatever they do with them, they do with them, as long as they don't hurt them physically or do nothing like that to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they are people. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand something. If you come somewhere illegally, okay, and you're caught, then that's called trespassing. So if you're caught trespassing, you probably only got the limited rights of a trespasser. That means you can be prosecuted, you have a right to plead your case, and if you don't win, that means you get sent back. Okay? So we're going to read this, and we're going to go a little further into this, all right? So I say, what is DACA? Here's what you need to know about the program Trump is ending. I say Trump administration plans to wind down on the government program to protect young undocumented immigrants from deportation. Attorney Jeff Sessions, the devil, it said announced on Tuesday. It said the end of the deferred action of child arrival, or DACA, it's saying tentative, is sure to be intensively debated across the country. Here's what you need to know. All right, let's get with this. What exactly is DACA? President Barack Obama created DACA through a 2012 executive order. The program has allowed hundreds of thousands young people who were brought to the United States illegally as children to remain in this country. Applicants cannot have serious criminal history and must have arrived in the U.S. before 2012 when they were under the age of 16. DACA recipients can live and work illegally in the U.S. for a renewable 2-year period. Who hasn't signed up? It says as many as 800,000 so-called dreamers has applied. They say to join the tentative since its inception. Immigration rights advocates have said some 200,000 more have sought DACA protection since President Donald Trump. No, it say since Donald Trump. It say some experts have said that the program could end up covering over 1.3 million young people if it were allowed to continue. Requests for renewal are now being filed at the rate of about 8,000 a week. It's a lot of fucking people, man. It's a lot of people. All right. They say, why are they called the Dreamer? They say the DACA, they say was compromised, created by the Obama administration after Congress failed to pass the Development Relief Education for Alien Minors. That's the dream, man. They say the dream would have offered those who came to the United States illegally as children the opportunity to potentially gain permanent legal residency. The act was first introduced in August 2012 by Senator Orrin Hatch, say Republican Utah. They say and Dick Durbin, Democrat, whatever. They say it has resurfaced several times, always failing to get through Congress. Wow. You say what did Trump decide to do? It said Trump administration, after days speculation, announced Tuesday it will end. I am here today to announce that the program known as DACA, they say that was ineffective under the Obama administration is being rescinded. Session says calling the program unconstitutional and criticizing it as unilateral, unilateral executive amnesty. They say no new applicants for the program will be accepted. Session said they say the administration will allow DACA recipients work. No, it's a with work permit set to expire before March 5th, 2018. The opportunity to apply for a 2-year renewal. What happens next? The administration is giving Congress 6 months to come up with a fix before the federal government officially stops renewing permits. Let's say for the current DACA recipients. Okay, so get ready. Say get ready to do your job. Oh, so for Congress, get ready to do your job. All right. So look, man. You already know I got about 5, 6 videos dealing with immigration. All right. Now, like I said, I damn sure don't want to see none of these people injured, because I know a lot of good Latino and Hispanic people, despite the fact that I make videos or whatever, right? But one thing I come to understand about them is that you gotta, alright, I don't know, man. It's like this, man. Either you meet Latinos who down for you, or you meet Latinos who play both sides of the fence. That's how it works with me. That's the ones I found. I found some down, some of my Puerto Rican brothers or whatever, but we're not talking about them. We're mostly talking about South Americans or whatever. There probably is some Dominicans who came over here legally that's probably here, that's probably in this program, as well as some other people probably from the Caribbean. But nonetheless, though, what we got to understand as Aborigines, right? Now, look, man, we got to be, I guess, you know what I'm saying, we got to have some empathy, but at the same time, we got to remember that these people do not come over here to help us, okay? They do come here and take all the jobs. I'm not going to lie, because you have an opportunity of one of them getting a job. I'm not saying that they won't hire no black people, but you see these people working everywhere, and then people will tell you, oh, well, they working there for low labor. No, if ain't no job available, the average American going to take that job. So you cannot say that. But what I find funny is all these black politicians always fighting, always the Democrats who always fighting or trying to get, because you figure if they let these people into the country and these people know that they fought for them, then they feel like, okay, they gotta vote Democrat, or that's another win for the Democrats. They try to make the Republicans sound so evil, but at the same time, you gotta understand something, right? You know, if you come into this country forcefully, you get caught in somebody's house. Let's say you get caught in somebody's house, right? And you get caught trespassing, right? Now, it's two things they can actually hurt you if they want to, because you trespassing. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not the case here. The case is, you know, you come into another country to try to get better benefits or whatever. But like, if you're here illegally, that's the worst crime they can be. You know what I'm saying? You can't come here and think that you got rights and then say, oh, well, you know, I have a right to be here. Nah, they can always rescind these rights at any given time, and this is how these people do. See, my problem is you people come here and join white supremacy, and you don't understand that white supremacy, what white supremacy is. Now, a lot of people live in that country. They live in their indigenous land or whatever, and they live off the land. They might not have a PlayStation 4. They might not have an iPhone. They might not have none of the stuff that America has to offer, but they do. They are well nutrition. They are well fed. And I guess they live according to, you know what I'm saying, their indigenous means. Now, to come here and ask to be colonized is one of the most stupidest things I've ever, like, I'm not going to say the stupidest thing, because some people, you know, is forced to come into the United States. That I understand. You know, I do understand the United States do go to other countries, oppressive countries, so that's the reason why a lot of people do decide to come here, okay? Nonetheless, though, you have a lot of people who come here and ride off the rhythm of black people. You understand? When we say black people, we're not talking about all black. We're talking about North American Aborigines, okay? And we can say Caribbeans, okay? But the thing is, with most of these immigrants, they come here and become cops. If you check out the Michael Bennett video or whatever, and I'm going to make a video about that later on or whatever, the football player from the Seahawks, Michael Bennett, allegedly, or well, no, it's not allegedly because it's a fucking picture. He got stopped because there was a shooting at the Mayweather fight or some shit, and they assumed that it was him. And if you look at it, it's a fucking Hispanic cop. Like always, this is why I always tell you guys. You always see these Spanish and Hispanic cops, and they feel like, oh, I'm a cop now, so I pay my debt to society. No, you gotta call them out too. You're an immigrant. Take it how you want to take it. Take it how you want to take it. You're not here to help us. And these people be the ones that be following out the orders. They do. A white person give you a chance before one of these damn Latinos or one of these Hispanics would. A European would give you a chance, an opportunity. Most of them, them Hispanics and Latinos, when they become cops, boy, they are the worst, bro. Trust me, I've seen them. I've seen them operate. I've seen them, I've seen them. You understand what I'm saying? I see how they roll. They are like robots. So they're going to do what they need to do for master. Okay? That's the reason why I have problems. And then, you have constantly these certain South American Hispanics, they want to feel like they want to run down on certain black people or hurt them or whatever. Like, and you shouldn't have no right to do that. You should be happy to be in this country and be happy that these people fought for you to even be accepted here. For them to even look at you and say, oh, well, we wouldn't mind them people coming here because we had to fight for whatever. And then another thing, I look at it like this, right? Okay. They allow people to get jobs. They know most black or aborigines got a problem with the system. They bring these people here, and these people love this shit, man. They love it. They be, like I said, and they be ratting on their own people, and that's the fucked up shit. You got people who did come here illegally fighting to get these people out. You understand what I'm saying? So with them people is turncoats. They are only for self, and they're only here. And like I said, I work with them. I've seen them. I've dated Hispanic and Latino women. I've seen how their family is. Yeah, they very well family orientated. They're very good people, but some of them, and a majority of them, are very fucking racist. They do not like black people. Only the ones that really live around you, that really live in your culture and adapt in your culture. Now, you got a lot of them who do adapt in the culture, but at the same time, like I said, most Mexicans I met, I'm cool with. I don't have no problem with most of them. I'm gonna say all of them. I only had a problem with maybe a few of them, but most of them I don't have a problem with, because I know how to deal with people. But like I said, at the same token, I'm not here to save nobody, because when my people get shot or mowed down the street, you don't see nobody out here with us. You don't see them people out here. You don't see none of them Spanish people out here trying to get us reparations or anything. You know what I'm saying? I was watching a video earlier with Boyce Watkins, and he was breaking down Claude Anderson's book. I believe it's Black Wealth or something, and he wrote the book in the 90s, and he was explaining everything about what's going on now. There was only 100,000 so-called Hispanics here, and there was almost 25 to 30 million Aborigines here. How did these people take us out or pass us in number? Because they allowed this shit to happen. And now they come up with these dreamers, and you look at, oh, they deporting people. Like, listen, man. Look, man, I feel bad for a lot of people. I really do. But at the same time, that ain't my motherfucking struggle. I got my own struggle with my own people. Maybe if some of you people start being visible in some of our struggles or whatever, maybe you would get a word or so for some of us. But a lot of us is just tired. A lot of us done figured this shit out. We know that you motherfuckers is racist. We know that you join these police forces and you carry out white supremacy to the fullest. They train you, and you motherfuckers do whatever you have to do to bring that money home to your family. When we know what you want to do. So, black people, don't get involved with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be belligerent towards nobody when you talk about it. But just don't, just like I said, I learned to just say, nah, I choose not to talk about that, man, because that's not, I don't talk about shit like that. That's, people who's got they real sensitive to this immigration and Daca. And then you got to understand, the people who sensitive to it are other fucking immigrants. Everybody here is an immigrant. Remember, everybody here is an immigrant except the Aborigines, or copper-colored races found here by Europeans, which are us. Now, like I said, these people always try to come out with this black and brown shit. We're not black. We're really brown. You understand? So, We need to get our priorities in order. We can't help nobody until we help ourselves. The Aborigines in North America, okay? We can't help no other black immigrants. We can't help nobody until we help the Aborigines. Until we fix this situation and these people give us what we deserve, then we shouldn't be helping nobody, because for a person to come here from a third world country where you were living in damn near a fucking hut or shanty town, and you could come here and get a condo and live and work, do all the work you can do, that is a form of fucking reparations, or that's a form that will be considered reparations to me. If I was to look at it, you understand what I'm saying? They could send us to another country where I'll be making $1,000 a day or whatever. I'll be happy too. So, like I said, man, keep pushing reparations. Keep letting people know you're Aborigine. Let them know you first contactee here in this country or whatever. Show them the picture of Powhatan. Show them what the people in Virginia look like. Okay? So everybody who sit here and talk about, oh, Mexico, and it was a part of the United States. How? I mean, okay, we can say that, but the people who there now in society in Mexico aren't the people who was there years ago. So, like I said, it's a very touchy topic. I'm going to leave it alone. I am the Taunch in this one, and I am out. Peace.